Hey everybody, Manny Talavera here, and we're now on day 44. And what I'm going to do is just give you all some observations and tell you what some of the reasons these things don't work. We're just going to tell you some of the most common mistakes people make when they get into this. And there are many, many other mistakes, and we'll probably address these other places as well. But I just thought I'd go through a few of these. The first one, and it's the one we talk about a lot, and it's not enough runway. A lot of people just get into this space. They think they've got something that's great. They think they're going to start running ads with 500 or $1,000 and they're going to make $1 million. And the chances of that working are ultra low. You're better off probably buying a lottery ticket. The next thing is they look at those money match charts and they oversimplify everything. They say, well, if I'm selling something at 1,000, I just need 1,000 buyers, and this market has 5 million buyers. How hard can it be? Or they're selling something at 2,000 and they only need 500 buyers. And so they underestimate the difficulty of it because they're looking at those numbers. And the problem with those charts is those charts don't say that you need a commercial offer that people are want to buy. You need a group of people are willing to buy it, and you need a system, or you need the money to get that offer in front of those people. And if you don't have those things, it's not going to work. And so a lot of people fall in love with those charts, and then they just don't end up making any money because they oversimplify things. And the next thing is people fall in love with their product. And I can tell you, your product's a means to an end. Your product is a way for you to get from point A to point B. If your product doesn't work, you need to switch out another product. You need to be willing to do that very, very fast. The money does not come from the product anyway. We're going to talk about this in a minute, but the money comes from turning leads, getting leads and buyers at a profit. That's where the money comes from. It comes from the Facebook ads. And so if you can't get leads and buyers with that product, you need to be nimble and you need to be able to, readjust very, very fast and put something else out in the marketplace. And a lot of people, they don't do that. Now, the next thing is unfortunate too, and it's lack of market, just a general lack of marketing knowledge. And the problem is people with a lack of marketing knowledge, they again just assume it's going to be way, way, way easier than it is. And that's the reason I'm telling you all, you need to surround yourself with really, really smart people who have done it, and you need to be willing to get embarrassed and create a lot of bad copy, create a lot of bad funnels, and send them to people who can tell you how to fix them and make them better. And over time, if you flex that muscle and you continue to make funnels and offers and copy over and over, you'll get good at it. But without that, you're not going to. And so, like I said, just a lack of marketing knowledge. Now, the next one's also very common, and I see it too often, and it's that people run out of energy before before they launch. And what it is you spend all of your energy creating this thing, and then when it's time to launch, you're out of energy, and so the launch kind of falls flat. You really need to spend instead of spending 90% of the time on your product and 10% on the launch. You really need to spend 10% on the product and 90% on the launch. You need to make sure that you have the energy to really put something out there that's good and continue to market that once it's time to do that. But a lot of people, they run out of energy too soon. And the next one is you see it when people are just starting out and they're writing copy, and the copy is all about them. I've done this and I've done this, and it looks like kind of a resume or something. When you see that, it's a real problem. And so a lot of people don't understand copy. And like I said, that's again another reason you need to kind of put your stuff out there, uh, and have someone who can look at everything and tell you how to fix it. Because you're not going to, like I said, you're just going to miss a lot of things otherwise. And you need to really spend a lot of time on the marketing and the funnel and the copy and the VSL and getting all and the stack offer and the risk reversal and the stack offer, the risk reversal, the the early bird special, the bonuses that they're going to get, like all of those things matter, and you got to have it all. You got to have that all in the package. If you don't have that all in the package, you're not going to have a compelling enough offer to get people to move forward. And then the last one we're going to talk about here just for a second is their price is too low. And a lot of people just have this idea that because they're cutting people a deal, people are automatically going to buy. And I can tell you, it's really quite the opposite. If it's too inexpensive, a lot of people won't buy because it's too inexpensive. And first of all, you need to understand human psychology. And human psychology is this: when someone's been dealing with a problem for days, months, weeks, years, and they haven't been able to solve that problem, when you come around and you say you can solve their problem for $197, number one, they don't believe you. Number two, they don't want to believe this problem can be solved for $197. They want to believe, because they are so smart, that it's going to be very expensive to solve this problem. And so you take that same offer or that same solution and sell it for 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, and they're much, much more likely to move forward because they assume that because they're so smart, it has to be an expensive solution or they'd have figured it out already. It's very, like, it's very counterintuitive. And I can tell you, I've made a lot of these mistakes. And so you just need to not make them. But what we're going to do is we're going to end out, and I'll see you all in the next video. And thanks a lot.